Well, I got 5 o'clock. Should we call the meeting to order? Let's start by the pledge of allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. All right, is there a motion to approve the agenda with the additional bills that have been presented?
I'll make the motion to approve the agenda.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. On the open forum, to speak is Christina Greenfield.
Yeah.
Regarding American Education Week?
Yes.
Awesome.
So, good evening, and thank you for the
Hi.
opportunity to speak tonight as the Humboldt Education Association president. So, last week, a member mentioned to me that there is this National Education Week this week that I had heard nothing about. And as I did more research, I found that it started in 1919. This is the 94th year that it's been celebrated. And it originated due to the National Education Association and the American Legion being concerned that 25% of the enlistees from World War I were illiterate and 9% were unfit for duty. And so, 94 years later, I would like to kick off the National American Education Week and read you the purpose of the week. It's an educational week observed in all communities annually for the purpose of informing the public of the accomplishments and needs of the public schools and to secure the cooperation and support of the public in meeting those needs. On behalf of the Humboldt Education Association, I want to thank you, the Humboldt School District School Board, for your service in ensuring learning and success for all students in our district. Your dedication is evident in the countless hours you spend studying complex issues, such as student achievement and school finance, and working with lawmakers, educational experts, administrators, teachers, staff members, parents, and students. You selflessly devote your knowledge, time, and talents as advocates for our school children and community's future. And as a Humboldt Education Association president, since we're going to have lots of conversations about money this year, I thought that everyone deserved 1,000 grand on us.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your time and effort.
Well, thank you for yours.
Thank you. That's usually not what we get in open forums.
I try to spread
This is
joy.
nice.
What are you doing next month?
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be
Well,
Administrator's Day or
yeah.
something
Yeah.
that we can
Yeah.
celebrate.
No, not ribeyes either.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, next up, Champions for Children and our Eli team. We have some presentation.
Yep.
I don't have any candy, but we'll have
We have
awards.
these things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, that's
Better.
good. So, you know, I was thinking about this, what we should do is allow Tamla and I to do our presentation tonight about Eli, so they can all hear about the great things that they've been part of, but they're saying, we already know what we're part of. Give us our award and we'll move on. So, but very deserving. When we started our work a couple years ago with Eli, early literacy implementation, we weren't too sure what we had at first, but we knew it was law, so we had to figure out what it was all about. And happy to say our teachers and Tamla dove in head first, literally head first, and you'll get to hear in a little bit from Tamla and myself. We put it on 2 sheets, one-sided, I guess, and best we could to present it to you without taking too long tonight. We've talked about it at other meetings too. But with that, we do have Champions for Children. Did I say that right? Champions
Yep.
for Children. And for this past quarter, that award has gone to the elementary Eli team, and that's not a person's name, early literacy implementation. Several of them are here tonight. Looks like we're missing a few, but it's definitely team effort. So with that, it's time.
Right.
Yeah, I would like to speak also on behalf of the district and stuff, and watching the games and watching the neat things that they're doing to promote early literacy. And it doesn't go unnoticed, because this weekend, here I am at Kinnick Stadium, and people are asking me, I have 2 or 3 teachers that are asking me about, I hear all the good things Humboldt's doing and stuff, and they, how you doing, and what are you doing, and, you know, where does it start? And I said, well, you gotta call Mr. Bruder and them, because they're the workers and stuff, and it's just neat to see what you guys have done for our kids and what you're doing for the future. So it's a great thing, and I think all of you understand a passion that for the children, when we get them smaller, to when we can develop them, and which will help a lot. So we'll get the names going and get a
Gotta
picture.
Learn to read and then read to learn, is that right? All right, so read the names off?
Yep.
Okay, Teresa Grice. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I understand.
Tiffany
Yep.
Larson. Congratulations. Good job. Lynette Reigelsberger. Not here. Kim Lemonese.
Lemonese.
Lemonese?
Yep.
You guys might have to help me with some of these names. I don't see you that often. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Kathy Bell.
No.
Jennifer Brown.
Yep.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Andrea Patterson. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Rochelle Mao. Mao?
No.
Mao.
She's ill today.
She's not here?
Yep.
Pamela Johnson.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Mr. Bruder.
Oh,
You're, I don't know where this slipped in.
I don't either. You're the
Is
ones
this in
that
the right
make,
stack
you're
or?
the ones making me look
They're
good.
doing the work, aren't they?
Thank you.
Lynette Case. Oh, good job.
Thank you.
We won't shake that yet. Diana Shillington. Good job. Lucinda Boyd. Good job. You gonna sing a song?
No, she didn't ask me that.
Terry Wicker. Good job. Thank you. Beth, okay, these folks aren't here. We should announce them. Beth Wilhelm,
Yep.
Bree McDaniel, Michelle Zog, Ann Duffield, and Jennifer Lash. Oh, and Kathy Rhodes. So, congratulations, everyone. Should we give a shot, a photo?
Come on over here.
Guess we'll go in front.
Wide angle
There's a
lens.
bunch of tall ones back here.
Oh, they're the stars, they're the champions.
Squeeze in. Are you guys getting, you guys getting in here? You guys usually do. Elmo's or Mr. Darling on this side?
This is the type of environment.
Do we need to squish more?
Behind me.
There we go.
All right.
All right. Now Randy, you gotta move in because Mr. Darling just moved in.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry.
Stand. Tamla gonna talk a little bit about it?
Yes, we're gonna hear about it.
All right.
Roberta and I are gonna kind of join forces on it.
They're too shy, I thought they would stay.
They heard you say that. I hear.
Once they got their awards, right?
Got their award, they're gone. Thank you to Tamla for making this on the computer. And we just thought it'd be a good way to not only promote what, the good work that's been done at the elementary, but also to, for the board, but for other sessions that we have, if we talk to the Rotary, if we talk to Lions or a parent group or something like that. We thought this would be kind of a way to go, so this is kind of neat. But, yes, when the law first came out, and it actually is legislative law, and it was kind of neat to hear Christina say that, what was it, 1919?
Yeah.
It was recognized, illiterate, you know, and, in the nation and that type of thing. But, here we are talking about literacy, over, you know, almost 100 years later, yeah, and that type of thing, so, but we really didn't know what first, we even had. We actually, Tamla and I, we actually found out it through, like a Facebook or a Twitter or something like that, and we're like, what is it? And then, of course, here we are now, a couple years later, because there was talk about this much before August of 2014. And, you know, the biggest thing that parents really take note of is there's a test to be given to the third graders, third graders in 2017. And if they don't meet the requirement or the standard, there's summer school. And if the summer school doesn't quite go according to plan, with good attendance, that type of thing, and retention. So the word retention really gets everyone's attention. So that's the bottom line of it, is what the parents really take note of. So we've been very active, and as we go through this, we'll get to talk about many of the things that this team that was behind us and that you saw up here in the too, that you present the awards to, what a big part in that they were. So we're gonna kind of go down this page, down the middle, and
Okay, so really the biggest, the first part for us was we were in our curriculum cycle, and we just happened to be in reading a couple of years ago that we had the opportunity to adopt some new materials. And so we did a lot of research, you know, looking at Iowa Core, looking at the Common Core, and trying to see what was out there. And Reading Wonders, it's a McGraw-Hill company, and basically what they had done is they had thrown out their old basal, and then started fresh, aligning directly everything to the Iowa Core, or to the Common Core, which is the same as the Iowa Core, except Iowa just added another 15% that the rest of the states don't have. And so we just found a really great alignment with the core, and so we adopted the Reading Wonders program. And a couple years ago, when we started to look at it, we had a pilot group that piloted it, and then we purchased it and had it ready to go last fall. And so for the last year and a half on those Wednesday PDs, there's a couple of those Wednesdays that we have new learning around the Iowa Core utilizing the Reading Wonders series. And Lucinda Boyd as a TLC instructional coach, Rochelle Mao this year as literacy coach, and she helped some last year as a technology coach, and then Michelle Zog now is also a TLC coach, and so they've done a really good job diving in deep and then presenting that to the staff. And then, you know, it's a lot of good instructional strategies that teachers have had maybe for many years, maybe kind of resurfacing some of those strategies that they need to make sure that we're setting kids up for success. So that's gone really well. We'll continue that for the remainder of the year, and then next year with professional development, we'll start to get into some of the math. But that's where we're at this year.
And we had to figure out where to start somewhere, so we, 2 summers ago, about a third of the group that you just saw up here receiving the award, we attended 2 to 3 day training. Some of us had 2 days, some had 3, for the assessment that was going to be administered to the students by the teachers, that determined whether they proficient or substantially deficient. And those 2 words there are new to us, substantially deficient, kind of scary. And you know, what does that mean? My son is substantially deficient and my daughter isn't, and that type of thing. So we had that training, and then we came back and we were able to train more teachers and support staff on how to administer this assessment. And that helped us determine where our students were at. And it leads right into the new FAST assessment student results at the top middle there. But from that, we formed 3 teams of teachers. And this has been very, very powerful for us. So the group you saw here, we've divided ourselves up into even smaller subcommittees. And the literacy implementation, what everyday instruction looks like in our classrooms for literacy, for reading. And then literacy strategies for our parents, because our parents are a big part of this. There's a contract that needs to be signed between the parent, between the student, between the teacher, and between the principal. And so parents are a big part of this too. And they're really taking it seriously. They really are. When we meet with the students and sign the contract, they just kind of look, because they have certain requirements that they need to do, and they're really what happens in school every day. They look at you kind of funny, like, okay, I do that, Mr. Bruder, yep, I know how I do that. And the parents, their responsibilities at home and that type of thing, they take it very, very seriously. And then the third group is the Child Care Literacy Project, which, Tamara, you'll talk more about in a little bit. So, but anyway, after the FAST assessment is given, we're able to have a score come back that's 3 levels: SD, substantially deficient, at risk, and proficient, based on a set of benchmarks. And there's 3 testing periods: beginning of the year, middle of the year, and then toward the end of the year. And 2 in a row, 2 testing periods in a row substantially deficient, then there's a meeting between the parents and the teacher, the student, myself, and the contract is formed. And also, we're looking at some summer school. So, and as you know, this past summer, which you were very, very supportive for our summer school, and even though, this is all connected, so it's kind of with 12 teachers instead of 6. Beginning of the summer, into the summer, very, very powerful. We included transportation in town, we included lunch, breakfast, and that worked out really, really well for us. And overall, our attendance was good. It's not mandatory yet, but I believe we're really setting the stage for when that summer of 2017 comes. We'll be more prepared for that. Now, we went about 52 hours this summer, and the standards, the criteria have come out. It's nearly 75 hours that's going to be required. So we know we need to up the